Now you are visible.
Yeah, yeah,
Am I visible? Am I
yeah, yeah.
visible?
Yes, yes, brother. You are visible and you are audible to me. Yeah,
So, hello, brother. How are you? Good evening. Nice
yeah.
to meet.
Very good evening, brother. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for asking. Yeah, how are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. So we are meeting first time. So it's a very real with each other that when we entered with each other at time, we wanted to know something so that we can know as well as my viewers can know. So could you introduce yourself?
Yes, why not, brother? Why not? Yeah, yeah. Shall I start?
Yeah,
Yeah,
proceed.
my name is Sai Krishna. I'm from Telangana, Hyderabad. So if I talk about my education background, I did completed my master's degree in MSc Computer Science specialization. It's located Hyderabad, Usman University campus. So if I talk about my profession, I'm working as a freelancing in private banking sector, like finance sector. It comes under. So very recent time, I'm focusing on my English enhancing as well as I'm looking for a software job, so I'm preparing my software technologies too. Yeah, that's it, my side, brother.
So nice to hear.
Yeah,
So shall I introduce myself? So it is the
yeah,
best way to knowing with each other. As you
yeah,
know, my name is Satisfaction. I am from UP district Lakhimpur by profession. I am English teacher. English is being taught by me in a private school. When I talk about my hobbies, as far as my hobbies, I have so many hobbies like singing song, listening to music, watching English content as well, and teaching to others. So that's all a little bit about us. Apart from
yeah,
I start, apart from this, I have also started my YouTube channel that name is English Spoken with Business, where I upload English content videos so that people can learn this beautiful language very easily. So
yeah,
a
yeah.
little,
Good to hear, brother. Good to hear. You're doing like helping to new learners. Yeah, good to hear, brother.
yeah. So you can ask me anything.
Yeah, I'm see, brother. Yeah, I reveal my story. So I did completed my entire school and college, my masters in Telugu medium. Like it's called Telugu, like my mother tongue. So all of a sudden, I'm attending interviews. So the interviews are the industry. They are checking our communication skills. Like it's called English speaking skills. Okay, so this is my second week in this on this platform. Okay, so could you suggest me like as a new learners, like I'm talking with you in front of you. This is all in 1 month only, like not completed yet still. So I think 25 or 26 days only. Like I'm focusing on English, so I'm able to speak this much in between 25 days, like within 25 days. So could you give a suggestions and tips like me, like whoever came from mother tongue mediums? Okay, so what is the tips, what is the so nowadays like so like for example as a teacher point of view, like your teacher saying like that, so you must follow the grammatical part. In my point of view, in this situation, in this time, in my age, that is not possible to follow grammar part. Other than grammar part, there is any tips and suggestion methods, best practices is there to enhance English, to brush up in English?
Yeah. So now, on the behalf of these questions, I would like to explain you that as you mentioned that you are beginner and you are very passionate to learn this beautiful language and you are working as a computer.
Yeah,
Uh, so now I would like to tell you that if you want to speak English confidently, fluently, so you will have to give time.
yeah,
Unless it is a process, and no one person can learn this beautiful language overnight because it is a language. It takes time. So first you will have to understand, and after that you will have to practice. And what type of practice you need? That if you know grammar is very important. Why? Because without grammar we can't speak English uh, properly, and we can't judge who is speaking right and wrong because it is not my mother tongue, as you know.
yeah,
So, deeply grammar is not very essential, but basic grammar is very essential. I mean to say, because when we study a lot of deeply, when we study deeply grammar at a time, you will be questioning and answer by yourself.
yeah, yeah.
And
Right.
when you have basic knowledge, you can without effort speak because you know how to frame the sentence. So before speaking this beautiful language, you will have to understand what is the basic knowledge and what is the situation based English. And if you come after completing a basic grammar like present, past, future, and its kinds as well, and after and what is how can we use causative verb and what's the use of condition sentence as well. And after using knowing this, you will have to understand that how you can create situation based English. So it
Yeah,
is it's a very play very important and important role because I think suppose that for example I'm going to give you a live example. You are here
yeah,
and so suppose that you are in the room and what is inside the room, what you can see, what you can notice in the room. So like this, you need to connect ideas in your mind. And further example, when I have money, I can give you,
yeah,
and when I don't have money, I can't give you. So when you have ideas, when you have sentences, phrases, uh, idiom phrases like this, when these type of thoughts, the things which I have mentioned you earlier, will be in your mind at a time you will be able to speak English fluently, confidently. And after that, you also need to practice in front of the camera because after observing lot of things which is going on in your surrounding and you need to speak. Why you need to speak? Because speaking comes when you speak English.
yeah,
Speaking comes by speaking, and if you do not this, I think you will get stuck because it is also necessary. Because when we start speaking and reading, writing, listening are very essential, as you know. So you need to also follow this type of step. Every step you need to follow, and because when you read, to read loudly, and when you write at a time when we write start any type of paragraph. Lot of thoughts cultivate in my mind, and you can also notice that what is the system of the sentence and how can sentence later words together are formed. So like this, you need to write one or two paragraphs per day, and after that, listen and speak. It is a very beautiful process because uh, you are very comfortable to sing any song in your native tongue, but you are not very comfortable to sing any English song. Why?
yeah.
Because you have to
We are
listen.
not,
Yeah,
we are not native speakers. Like we are native speaker, like my mother tongue. So I able to speak.
yeah.
I able to remember entire, like entire syllabus, like total 24 units or 30 units. But we are not a native speakers. Yeah, that's what. That is
Yeah.
the reason we can't able to speak, or we can't able to remember those things.
When we listen many things many times, unlimited time, any same things, any desirable things that I really want. So this that thing will be automatically saved in your mind
Yeah,
as well. And after doing this, you need to contact with any new guys that with whom you can practice because practice is very essential. And without practice, you can't be perfect. But while practice, you will have to notice a very beautiful points that I'm going to share. Because I think when any new beginner wanted to speak English, at that time he feels that oh my English level is not uh, up to the mark, and he face think like this. And if I speak any wrong word, what will people think about me? That oh you beginner and you speak wrongly. So it is a process, brother, and sometimes I have also faced like this. As at now, as a teacher, now I'm able to speak English. It doesn't matter, but I think in my initial days when I used to speak English at the time when I um, speak English in
yeah.
our initial days at the time, I faced a lot of challenge like this. But
Right now you are in school. Right now you are in school room or in your home.
yeah, in my coaching, yeah, here I
Yes.
used to here
Yeah,
I
yeah.
teach to students.
Something
Yeah.
you write in Hindi, I think, Bahut
I
or
have
something.
I have written, yeah, yeah, I have written that अब बहुत हो गया रोना बंद करो अब बहुत हो गया चिल्लाना बंद करो like this because it is very beautiful
Yeah,
structure as well
yeah,
spoken
yeah,
sentence.
yeah,
What I'm telling you, uh, what uh, what what I was telling you, I was telling that how you can proper understand English language as a beginner. So you need to also watch native speakers video because the way they speak, the way they express their thoughts, her thoughts, body language as well. So it is very Uh, Very good to watch you because
Yeah.
we are learning this beautiful language. Although we have some strong ideas, some positivity inside the mind. Although we all have uh, a little bit command, a lot of command. Some has lot of command, some had unlimited command over this language. But learning has a process. Learning doesn't end.
Yeah, like you mean learning is infinite to you. Like education is infinite to learn.
We should be continue learning. And
Yeah.
so furthermore, I will actually tell you that when you have time, you need to connect two or three people every day, because when we start speaking English and when we try to know, when we're trying to know their thoughts, and like this, when we transfer our thoughts, when we share our thoughts. So if you connect with daily with every one person, each and every one when you have time, so you will also improve like this.
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you for your wonderful tips and suggestions, brother. Yeah. Yeah, got it.
And next question you can ask me, because now I'm ready to give you a lot of questions, because today I have prepared myself, because after studying 3 hours during a day I study 2 or 3 hours when I have time. Most of the time I study 8 hours. But today I have prepared myself that when someone asks me any of questions, I would like to make them satisfied at any cost.
You're, you're preparing any state level exams? State level jobs?
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you my secret, what I secret. But it's my passion. It's my way
Okay,
of
okay.
teaching, way of
What,
way of life.
whatever you do. So all the best for that your future. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for compliment.
Yeah.
So next question, please ask me any difficult question.
Mm, like okay. So already asked one question regarding grammatical part. You said like that in your point of view, like in grammar point of view, like grammar is a vital, like a vital role to
Yeah,
create.
because the grammar because plays very vital role. Vital
Yeah,
role. I mean that without if I am speaking any wrong sentence that I have asked you, do you go to market? And instead of do I have said that does you go to market? It means it is
yeah,
incorrect.
yes, yes, wrong sentence, like wrong sentence
So
formation.
I
Yeah,
think to understand, basic of the grammar, you need to
yeah,
have a little bit
yeah.
grammar
Basic
knowledge.
grammar is need to speak
Very
English.
necessary. Where you can use is helping verb, linking verb like, and so like this. Otherwise, if you ask question without knowing without having basic grammar, your question will not be effective.
Yeah, and my next question is how, like, in my point of view, how can I remember like more and more vocabulary, more and more new words? Yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very nice question, and I would like to give you the answer of these questions. As you know, you said that how you can learn new backup.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think after that, after over the sessions, I would like to strongly recommend you when you have time, you need to start reading newspaper. Start reading newspaper every day, because newspaper has lot of news, different
Yeah.
types of news, different types of news as well. When we select one particular area's news and try to write down which word is difficult and which word is new for you, because every if someone has completed his or her intermediate classes, he has much ideas to understand the same book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is
So
any other method is there like
and yeah,
behalf of
yeah,
newspaper?
yeah, 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 please continue.
Yeah, see, there is any other method is there. So, like, so we don't have English newspaper, like, right now. So we have only like South Indian newspaper, like
Yeah,
my mother tongue newspaper. So,
yeah,
in our area, like, there is no type, there is no environment, like, there is no one read English newspaper. So there is any like other than social media, like I am using YouTube. I am very active in YouTube. So there is any channels, there is any yeah, tutor is available like
yeah.
about vocabulary.
why we are when you want to save any new word meaning all time in your mind, so you will have to read the same word. They suppose that you know what is the mean of complain. So
Yeah,
start making sentence on complain. Make 10 sentence on complain. If you find out any new word, so relate with frame that word with a particular sentence.
yeah,
And so this is the best and write many times. So writing is very essential. When we write, most of the speakers and most of the different types of people recommend strongly mention that listen and speak. But I'm not quite satisfied with this statement because when you start writing, when we do any type of activity, so while writing, I have noticed my personal experience, so lot of ideas come, brother. Believe me, lots of ideas come because at that time our mind be attentive
yeah,
and every action and everything that speaking wants is happening at that time.
yeah, yeah,
So this is the best way, and after that, every point is necessary. Reading, writing, listening, speaking as well. And so, if you follow, as I mentioned, no one will can stop you, and you will become a fluent speaker as well, and you can beat all the competition of the field.
yeah. Thank you for your tips, brother. I think you like you shared
And,
like
and
you shared.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Continue, continue.
And like you shared, like I asked for two questions, like you shared like best examples, like yeah. I think it's those like you shared like those results. I have queries like main queries that like grammar, and second one is the vocabulary part.